What would you do if you had $1 million? For the most part, becoming a millionaire seems like a far-fetched goal, at least something that you can't obtain in your early life or career, right? Millionaires are made in their 20s and 30s, not their 50s and 60s, says Fred Kreutzer, president of Kreutzer Financial Services in Maryland. So, start developing a financial plan early, because if you wait till you're 50, you're never going to catch someone who started at a young age. When it comes to investing, the early bird always gets the worm. Hey go-getters, welcome back to The Early Investors, another profitable episode where you can learn how to become financially free. In today's episode, we'll be showing you millionaire financial advice to stick to in your 20s. Want to become the next Warren Buffett? Stay with me to find out all the tips and tricks to save your hard-earned simoleons. Before we jump into the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more business-related content. Many of the millionaires achieved their goal the tried and true way. They started investing when they were young and kept at it the rest of their career. And young folks today are going to need the money. A Grow analysis finds that a 25-year-old earning $50,000 today could very well need $1.6 million saved in order to retire comfortably. Here's how to set yourself up for financial success. Take more risks while you're young. Millennials are notorious for being reluctant investors. More millennials think high-yield savings accounts are a better long-term source of growth than the stock market, according to a recent Bankrate survey. And boy are they wrong. Over the past 40 years, the S&P 500 has posted an annualized return of 11%. Older investors nearing retirement often shift to conservative investments to make sure market bumps don't keep them from their goals. But young investors don't need to fear a possible bear market or even a recession. They have plenty of time to ride out a downturn. If anything, they should consider investing more when prices are lower, and they can feel free to take more risks. Put your social life on hold, unfortunately. There aren't enough hours in the day to become financially wealthy while still hanging around friends and going out regularly. Right now, you have to choose between earning money and having a social life. In your 20s, this decision can be significant, but if it helps, remember that once you have the money, you can start to relax a bit. Another thing to consider is the amount of money you spend on going out. If you're dropping $100 at a bar or club each weekend, that can eat into your budget dramatically. On top of that, going out to eat can whittle away your disposable cash money that you could be investing instead. Build multiple revenue streams. Unless you're currently working your way towards a dream career that already pays you hundreds of thousands of dollars, you'll never make it to $1 million with a single income. Instead, you have to have multiple revenue streams coming in to get there. According to most estimates, having at least 3 sources of income is the ideal number to reach millionaire status. As you can imagine, working 3 low-paying jobs isn't gonna make or break your success. Instead, you have to find ways of earning passive income that doesn't require constant effort. Building these kinds of money generators will take effort up front, but once you've established them, you can sit back and let the dollars flow in. Save to invest. First of all, most people don't have a savings account, so if you do, then you're already ahead of the curve. However, saving for a rainy day is not the best way to get to $1 million. Instead, put your money into your investments and let it build. Simply put, $1,500 in stocks should grow more than double in a low-yield savings account. Sure, accessing your money may be more challenging if and when something does happen, but at least you're letting it grow in the meantime. Finally, when it comes to investing your savings, try to make it automatic. One of the best options is to pay yourself whenever you get a check from one of your revenue streams. Instead of buying things and saving what's left, save first and use the remainder as disposable income. Once the process becomes automatic, it's much easier to adapt to it and adjust your lifestyle accordingly. Learn how to increase your income. If you're working a regular job and you have a couple of side hustles, that's a great place to start. However, over time, you need to make sure that your income is building and growing to a point where you can reach that $1 million mark. If you're currently bringing in $3,000 a month, see what you can do to get that to $5,000. From there, build to $10,000 and so on. Start with something about which you're passionate. Do you love the idea of owning and maintaining a rental property? Learn the steps to get there. Do you want to run a retail website and earn passive income from that? See what it will take to get that off the ground. Every day you should be investing in yourself. Learning is an essential tool in the entrepreneur's toolkit, and it never stops. Fortunately, there is a wealth of information online at your disposal. You don't have to pay tuition to learn about building a successful online business or how to invest money in the stock market. Amass knowledge as much as you do cash, and you will grow your income that much faster. Move out of the paycheck cycle. Let's face it, you'll never learn how to become a millionaire in your 20s if you continue to work a 9-to-5 job. While getting a steady paycheck can provide some stability and peace of mind, the fact is that you aren't the one dictating how much you earn. Your boss is. So, put your new skills and expertise to the test by becoming your own boss. Starting a business is one of the best ways to grow your income. There may be more risk involved, but the reward can also be much higher. Realistically, you probably don't want to ditch your job and start a business from scratch. Instead, get the foundation laid while you're getting a paycheck and learn the basics first. Once your business starts earning money, you can ditch the job and focus on your new income full-time. Again, don't forget to develop multiple revenue streams. If all of your money is coming in from one business, you want to reinvest it into something else. Most highly successful people own multiple companies, and you should too. Aim higher than $1 million. Although getting to $1 million may seem like a lofty goal, the fact is that once you reach it, surpassing it becomes so much easier. The more money you have, the simpler it becomes to reinvest it and make more. So, with that in mind, don't settle for $1 million. Instead, set your sights higher. Make it $10 million or more. By establishing an even bigger goal, that will help motivate you to reach it. If you stopped pushing and hustling at $1 million, you could wind up backsliding. Instead, keep moving the goalpost and let that drive you further than you thought possible. Surround yourself with successful people. Just because you don't have an active social life anymore doesn't mean you can't hang out with other people. Instead, it means that you need to be more diligent about the type of people with which you would associate. Ideally, you should find friends who are either already in the Millionaires Club or working towards it. Finding other successful and motivated people are going to help you reach your goals that much faster. How? Here are a few reasons. And finally, it is your networking links that will back you up to achieve your sky-high dreams. Well, networking leads to opportunities. Regardless of how much you learn by yourself, you need other people to help you realize your dreams. Let's say that you want to get involved in real estate by flipping properties. If you hang around others who are already doing that, you can gain valuable insight into the industry. Start by working for someone else so that you can learn the ropes, and once you feel confident in your own abilities, strike off on your own. Overall, building relationships with successful people will create a foundation for your own success. People are more willing to help out those they know personally, so finding and retaining high-value friends is going to pay off in the long term. Think of networking as investing in a better social circle. Collaboration sparks innovation. When you hang out around other motivated entrepreneurs, it's much easier to get inspired to follow your vision. In some cases, you may be able to find business partners that share in your vision so you can achieve it together. All that is required of you is the right focus and mindset, and you will achieve your goals. Typically speaking, the only challenge you will face is whether or not you're persistent. It is easier to give up and take a steady paycheck rather than risk it all. However, the harder you work at it now, the sooner it'll pay off in the future. Well guys, I've done my work, and now it is your turn to choose and take steps wisely that will finally let you step on that toe line of your desires. And do not forget to give us a thumbs up, and do let us know of your remarks down in the comments section. Also, clear your doubts right away. Farewell, go-getters.